Good morning. Happy Friday. I wanted to do this reading with each and every one of you today. So I am Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium and master instructor teacher with integrated energy therapy, coming to you live on Friday or on the replay if you are catching me on YouTube. So please like and subscribe. Check out the playlists for more readings just like this one and also the daily guidance. So really excited to be here with you today. I actually am going to do the pick a card, and we are going to start with The Magic of the Unicorns by Diana Cooper. That was actually the picture on the poster, so that's where we're going to start. I have not chosen like really any other decks other than I've got some out, but I feel like each choice, 1, 2, or 3, is going to be very different today. Because the intention is, or the question I'm setting for all of us in this is, what is this 777 portal really opening up for us? What is it bringing us? Because last night I was unable to sleep. And whenever that happens, it means that like I'm getting a download, spirit's bringing me information, and it was very much tied into the 7-7 portal that's opening up today. We've been feeling it coming. It's, right on the heels of Sirius Gateway, the Capricorn full moon. Like it's just been boom, 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 right? So I really felt like, what is it bringing each and every one of us? So that's why I wanted to do the pick a card today. I know that yesterday in the daily guidance, if you didn't check that out, a message came through about the 777 portal, but it might not resonate with everyone. And so I thought, well, let's do a pick a card, just because I'm curious too. So that the message that I was getting last night was this portal is bringing you into harmony. It's bringing you into balance, right? And the only way it can do that is by like removing you away from things that are not harmonious, not balanced in your life. Good morning, Chrissy. Good morning, everyone. So that is why this energy can feel very like, because you are feeling really the ending or the finalization or, things really coming down. So if you watched the daily guidance yesterday, the Tower card was actually in that reading. Because there could be something really feeling like it's coming down in this 7-7 portal, because it is bringing you into harmony. It is bringing you into balance. It is bringing you into the higher consciousness, but that means that you've got to leave some lower consciousness behind you, right? So that relationship or that workplace environment or that situation, just whatever it wasn't bringing you harmony, whatever wasn't, being for your highest and greatest good at the end of the day. So I'm really feeling like that's what the big message last night was. And I'm actually going to post more in my community on that later today. I actually got a diagram that was really interesting. I got 2 diagrams. I don't know if I'll be able to, I'm going to try. So send me well wishes. I'm going to try to use Word and create the diagrams just so I can share with you what Spirit was bringing me last night, because I really feel like this portal is the beginning, right? Is the beginning. The Sirius Gateway, the Capricorn full moon, Sirius Gateway, 777 portal leading up to Lion's Gate in August, right? So this is a corridor, and this is what I was getting. I was getting that we are in a corridor of moving for those of us who are really feeling the energy. Good morning, Cynthia. Yeah, it is exciting. It can be daunting, but yes, if you can stay in positivity, if you can stay in flow, if you can lean into the changes, like it will absolutely go and flow much easier, so that you don't have tower moments, you don't have big capitulations was the word I got. So, where you don't have to give up anything, right? You're just moving into the new. And that's kind of what I was feeling. So what I've got going on is right now for my birthday month, it is my birthday month, and each year for the past 7 years, I do a special as my birthday gift to you all. So this year it is the Living in Love course in my shop. Yesterday, I'm so sorry, the webinar audio did not transfer. So I totally appreciate everyone letting me know about that. And I will try to get that back up for each and every one of you so you can actually get the information, the knowledge, the one thing you need really to change your life. So I will try to do that also today, get that back up so you can all see that. But that is over 50% off. And if you did end up watching the webinar or did see the end of it, the coupon codes for the gifts. So even if you don't, if you watch the webinar and you don't decide to purchase the course, you still get 2 freebies that are over $50 in value. So you will get the ability to download for free the Living in Love workbook, and you'll also get to download for free the ebook, A Practical Guide to Connecting to Spirit. And it is a practical guide. There's practices for you to be able to take and utilize to connect with spirit wherever you are on your journey. So that I will try to get back up today. But the course itself is over 50% off. It went from 97 to 47. Now, I will caution you, for those of you who download it and want to print it right off, be careful because it is 82 pages. So it might be something where you want to print it one module at a time. It does say 6 weeks, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. It might be 6 months. It might be a year. Each module is so jam-packed with practices and information and resources that if you really do it, it will take longer than 6 weeks. But what I love about it is it's going to meet you where you're at on whatever spiritual journey you're on. And then it's going to take you to the next level. And this will be something that you'll be able to return to as you continue to move up in your awareness, your connection, your manifestation, all of it, right? So that's why I'm really thrilled to bring this to you this month. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Steph. And good morning, Delia. So on top of that, don't forget, I do in-person and distant sessions with integrated energy therapy. Really, really important. And I do have packages. So if you're someone that is really ready to heal those issues in your tissues, you're done being traumatized, you're done being resentful, you're done feeling betrayed, you're ready to move on, you're ready to step into your authenticity and realize the divinity that is always and has been always within you, right? So that is on my website at guidance311.com, where everything is. So the shop link will take you to the course that you can purchase. And you don't need a coupon to purchase. The course has already been discounted. So it was 97. You'll see it's on sale for 47. So you don't need anything for that. So really, really excited for that. But the integrated energy therapy, I had a beautiful debriefing session. So if you do a distant session with me, we do an intention setting, we do the session, and then about a week later, we get together and we have like a 20-minute debriefing session. What are your questions? What are you experiencing? How are things going? And I like to wait a week because of the integration, right? You may not totally feel or understand what the angels came in and transformed. But days out, you start kind of getting the aha moments. You start seeing where you're not triggered, or you start seeing where you feel different, or you're responding different, or you feel lighter. So this debriefing session was so cool because she actually talked about how it helped her to really walk away from some destructive eating and drinking patterns that she was getting into for coping, right? For coping. And she's now able to not have to use the eating and the drinking, imbibing drinking to cope. And so that was I'm getting emotional. Because it's so transformative. IET is profound. I use that word and I don't use it lightly. So if you're someone that is really, really struggling, and you're ready to step into really doing some heavy duty work in transforming your life, grab your package. You would go to the IET at the book online, and you can choose one session, or you can check the packages, and you can then go in there. There's 3-month, which is $100 value. There is 6-month, which is a $250 savings. And you can, if you're ready to really dive deep, if you are someone that has really struggled and you want to do, grab the year package, you're going to save $500 from just doing 12 individual sessions. So something to think about if you're someone that is just, you've had enough. You're at your wit's end, you're in despair, you don't know where to turn, you don't know how to get out of destructive patterns, or you don't know how to let go of that inner child wounding. You don't know how to live your best life. Realize that divinity within. Good morning, Delia. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Yes, Cynthia, IET is so profound, amazing results. Yeah, and it's going to meet you where you're at. And that's what's beautiful about IET. It's not a Band-Aid. It's whatever we transform, it's gone permanently. So every session we go deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's what I love about it. If you stick in it long enough, we're going to get the root. It is subtle, but it is profound, and we will get to the root. And that's why I did the packages, because you really have to commit to your healing process. For many of you, what you're working on, you've been holding on to for decades, and it has fermented, and it has become this horrible, disgusting black tar goop energy that's just really stuck in your cells, in your aura, in your chakras, right? And so we have to go in subtly, layer by layer by layer, to really get that out. And so if you're someone that's like, I'm ready, go grab your package. Let's get started. The sooner we start, the sooner you start feeling results. And you will start feeling a difference right after the first session, but then we start going deeper and deeper and deeper. Oh, hi, Jacqueline. Good morning. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. Yes, IET really works. Yeah. So again, if you're someone that you've been on the fence and you're not sure, head over to my website. Thank you for these beautiful testimonials. And then there's more testimonials on my website. So there's testimonials on the bottom of the homepage, and there's testimonials on the testimonial page. So this is profound work I've been doing for years now. And it's so humbling for me to be a part of your journey and your transformation. But it's really, really, it's just my passion, because I know that you don't have to live in the hurt. You don't have to live in the lack. You don't have to live in the disrespect. You don't have to live in the pain. You don't have to live in not having the career you want, not having the partner you want, not having the money you want, the abundance you want, right? The energy you put out is the energy you get back, and we have to transform the energy. And that's what IET does. It transforms that stuck negative energy so that you can start manifesting and receiving. So grab your package. Let's get started. All right. So you will see, if you go to the IET page on my website, it does help with abuse, physical, mental, emotional, and sexual. It does help with addiction. I can't say that enough. Whatever your addiction is, whether it's sugar, alcohol, drug, whatever that addiction is, caffeine, it doesn't matter. If it's something that you're using to cope, right, we can break that tie. So anxiety totally helps with anxiety. So if you're ready, run over and let's get started. All right. And on the homepage, on the third of the way down, I've actually listed out how a distance session works. So you know, it doesn't matter where you are, wherever you are in the world, wherever you're seeing me from, I'm in your energy, no matter where we are, because we're all in the energy matrix. So please know that wherever you are, it's okay. All right. So yes, harmony, major shifts in this 7-7 gateway. So yes, so this is 1, 2, and 3. And again, these are the only cards I've chosen. I'm going to choose the piles as I'm called to. 1, 2, and 3. Again, feel it. Lean into it. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So let me just jot down number 1. Whew. Look at this. Rose gold cosmic pool. Bathe in cosmic love. I'm trying to get that to focus. Come on, focus. Focus. Soak up wisdom. That's what I thought it said. Look at that. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, bathe in cosmic love, soak up wisdom. Look at all those different animals. It's not just the unicorns, it's all your spirit animals. So for those of you who are choosing number 1, I'm really feeling like you're also being guided and supported by your spirit animals. And they may even be coming to you in the physical. You may be noticing your spirit animals coming to you. Deer, cats, birds. So just know that if you are seeing in the physical world, in different places, your spirit animal showing up, whether it's a picture, a sign, physically in your backyard, swooping by your car as you're driving, whatever it is, they're here to support you because they're here to bring you a message. And that message is that you're not alone and also that you're ascending. If you're really leaning into your spirit animal, knowing, feeling, seeing, maybe for some of you, it's the very first time you've ever even known you had a spirit animal. But they're coming to you because it's time. It's time for you to be in connection with them, to call them in. And if you don't know what they symbolize, absolutely Google whatever the animal is, and then you can do spirit guide or animal totem. And then, read it 2 or 3. And you want to only gravitate to the message that resonates with you. If you don't feel it, then it's not your message. Yeah, I see a lot of robins. Absolutely, Delia. Whatever it is. For me, it's deer. I've actually had some deer like show up and sit in my backyard and have coffee with me. So whatever it is, just know that they are bringing you cosmic love and wisdom. All right, let's dig into this pile number 1. Oh, wow. Yeah, let it go. They're coming in to help you let it go. Whatever it is, whatever you're holding on to. Even if you're afraid to let it go because it's maybe the way you've always felt, or it's always been the relationship you've been in, or the situation you've been in, then you're afraid. You're afraid to let it go. But your spirit animals are coming in to help you let it go, pile number 1, because it's time. It's not serving you anymore. There's nothing new to learn. There's nothing new to be given. It's actually holding you back, pile number 1. That's what I'm really feeling here. It's holding you back in a way that you're not able to ascend, and you're not able to get into connection with the wisdom that is coming in for you. Because when you're being weighed down by abuse or pain or criticism and judgment, you're being pulled on, you're being psychically attacked, whatever it is that's been going on for a very long time, you can't ascend into the realms and the frequencies that are allowing you to really pull in this energy that you need to manifest and to receive that soul wisdom so that you know how to move forward. Because that soul wisdom, that inspiration that's coming through your dreams, coming through your knowingness, coming through signs and symbols, that is where your spirit guides, your animal totems, like everybody on the other side of the veil, in the physical, in the non-physical, are guiding you. And so for some of you, you're actually being brought very difficult situations. Because again, if you don't lean into the change is going to be made. So let's see what this change is, pile number 1. If you're resonating with pile number 1, let's see what this change is for you. Yeah, I'm hearing meditate. I'm definitely hearing meditate for you, but especially to get into connection with the soul wisdom that's coming in, the downloads that are coming in. Like I said, I got one last night about the 7/7 gateway and about consciousness, 3D consciousness, 5D consciousness, the shifting that's going on. So I will absolutely be putting that up in my community. I'll put it in the group. So if you are part of my community and you didn't check out the video I emailed you, please do, because I did put in there the tutorial after the channeling for the month of July, the tutorial for how to get into the group. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. All right. So the first card that come out is This Is Why. You have to birth something new. The wisdom that's coming in is helping you birth something new, pile number 1. And you can't do that from the frequency that you're in right now. So even though you may have leveled up, you may have been moving up frequency, it's like you still have to keep going. So whatever's holding you where you are, that last remnants of a relationship or that last remnants of the hope that you're going to get that promotion or whatever it is, right? You have to birth something new. And the only way to do that is to let go of anything you're feeling is weighing you down, anything you feel. And for each and every one of you, it's going to be so different, but I can feel as I'm talking, you're like, yep, that's it. I know exactly. Like, it's weighing on me. It's pulling on me. It's not serving me. It hurts. It doesn't feel good. It's uncomfortable. I'm ready to let it go. It's been there a long time, right? And this is why. Because it's time for you to create and birth something new in your life. Yeah, and for some of you, it is a new relationship. It's a new partner who is going to be more compatible, a compatible soulmate, someone who will support you, someone who will love you, someone who will be there for you, or the job that values you. This Lover's card is going to, again, manifest for each of you however this resonates for you. Whether it's a situation, a job, a business, or you're single and you're ready, right? You've got to allow it in. But you can't do that if you haven't completely disconnected from something that's weighing on you and really just keeping you stuck. Yeah. Pile number 1, it's ready. It's time for you to come into fulfillment. It's time for you to come into happiness and safety and security and foundation and family. And you're being kept from that. Safety and stability. You're being kept from that by the thing that you're feeling is weighing on you. It is that thing. Yes, Delia, and sometimes it is just the ego. That fight or flight. Don't go in the new direction. It's too scary. You're not going to be okay. Yeah, this is why I think meditation is really coming up for you guys, because you need to get into that connection with your spirit totems, with your higher self, and also, quieting that ego, so that you can make the choices and decisions you need to make for yourself. Thank you. Absolutely. Good morning, Tammy. Hello, David. Yeah, we're all work in progress. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right. Pile number 1. Let's see what support is coming in for us. This is the Christ Consciousness deck by Amanda Ellis. Oh, and we got 2. I was going to do 1. It's all good. Spiritual protection. Oh, I love that. Armor of God. Look at that. So whatever you're letting go, it's okay, because you're protected. Things will be okay, even if you don't know how and you don't know when. You're protected from anything like the rug being pulled out from under you, or that hammer falling. Like, no, you're going to have what you need when you need. So you just have to make the decision. You have to make the choice. You have to let it go. Yeah. Respond softly. So you don't have to, again, drop down into your heart. Whatever you're letting go, whatever you're moving away from, whatever you're changing, whatever's being taken from you, right? Lean into it, allow it to happen, but come at it from a place of love. Drop down into your heart. Because if you do come at it from a place of ego, that's when people get triggered, things go off the rails, it doesn't happen as gently as it could have. So drop down into your heart, but know you're being supported, you're being protected. Pile number 1, as you let it go, as you make the changes. All right, what's the advice? Pile number 1, what's the advice? Oh, and got 2 of these too. No, I'm not surprised I'm seeing this. Yeah, clear, cancel, release. Clear, cancel, release. Any thought, any emotion that's coming up that doesn't serve you, anything that is old programming or old ego, right? Clear, cancel, and release it energetically, emotionally, mentally. Don't hold on to or keep anything that's coming up that's old programming, that's negative self-talk, that's self-sabotage, that's fear, that's anxiety, anything that doesn't serve you. Because it is time. The inner child healing, it's time to really heal that part of you, that inner child who was abandoned, who was threatened, who was abused, who had their power taken from them, who were made to feel undervalued, devalued, unworthy. It's time. And this absolutely could be why I actually spoke so lengthy about IET this morning. Because pile number 1, there may be some of you who really need the support and the help to really go deep into healing that inner child so that you can move on and get into the 10 of Cups. Safety, stability, foundation, family, finance. So pile number 1, I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings. All right. Welcome, pile number 2. Yes, Chrissy. Yes. because I think that that is what is going to happen for some. So Chrissy said, these cards are a lot like yesterday with the letting go, make changes. Yes, because I feel like the 777 portal for each and every one of us is bringing us into something new, something different. But if you don't let go of the old, and I feel like if you don't, like there's something that is going to shift you out of, right? You can either allow it to happen and help it happen easily, or it's going to shift you out of it like a disruption, right? And so I feel like that's what Spirit is like wanting you to understand. You have a choice on how the change is made. Are you ready to do it the easy way by making the change, making the decision? Because not making a decision is making a decision. And that's when it's a disruptive, kind of feels like a tower moment situation. And I really feel like Spirit is trying to get you to a place where you're now making these choices and decisions from that empowered place where you're leaning in and you're trusting and having the faith and you're surrendering the how and the when. So thank you for that. All right. Pile number 2. In this energy, 777 gateway portal, look for the signs, pay attention, expect an answer. So for those, and look at that, it's 11, but it's also the 33, 2 master numbers. So yes, your signs are going to be in your face, pile number 2. So these are the, the numbers on the clock, the numbers on your phone, memes popping up that really like resonate with you, like they hit you in the feels, right? Those are signs. Those are absolutely signs. And you have to start trusting and acting on them. And that's what I'm getting here. So where you've been discounting or trying to, my rule of thumb with signs, I'm going to be honest with you. My rule of thumb with signs is if I see it 3 times, like if I see the same number pattern in the same 24-hour period 3 times, oh yeah, they're speaking to me, right? If I'm brought to the same animal totem 3 times in a day, if I'm brought to like whatever it is, and it can be 3 different ways. It could be in physical, like the deer showing up, and then I see a deer meme, and then I see a deer picture or whatever, right? Like that's my rule of thumb. If I see the sign 3 times and whatever way it shows up, oh my gosh, Spirit just is screaming at me. Spirit is screaming at me. Get it together, girl. We are speaking. You're not listening to us. And that's what I'm getting here with you, pile number 2, that you've been getting signs and Spirit has been speaking to you. And now it's time to stand up and trust and act on those signs. I'm absolutely getting that. So, and it's because they're bringing you the answer. And for many of you, you're getting the answer, you're seeing the answer, but you're not trusting and acting on the answer because, again, that fear of failure or that self-sabotage or that I'm not good enough or things don't go that easy for me or whatever it is, right? Whatever you're talking yourself out of. Nope, that's your answer. And now it's time to trust and act on it. Pile number 2. That is your answer. So let's see what they are giving you answers about. Pile number 2. Oh, exposed and revealed. Number 21. Okay, got it. Look at this. Healing shame. Oh, the imposter syndrome. Letting go of self-condemnation. Freedom from past unresolved wounds. Focusing on self-worth. The underlying beauty in rejection. Yeah. So if you didn't see the beginning of this video where I talked about integrated energy therapy and how it can help you, I would absolutely go back and watch the beginning of this, because I do feel like Spirit brought me to kind of go in depth about that for those of you who are really ready to transform the shame, the imposter syndrome, the unresolved past wounds. When you experience shame, you don't just feel you've done something wrong, you feel like you are wrong, fundamentally flawed. Know that life loves you and the universe doesn't make junk, only magic. However, many social interactions, especially online, are steeped in distorted, unhealthy ways of expressing pain by shaming. Here's the way out of this. See shame as the heart-wrenching cry for help that it is. Consider whether you have been triggered in the outer world by unresolved issues that match all your inner pain points. If someone is shaming you, perhaps you've triggered them. And that's so true. You know, I talk to so many people who are like, why is this person being like this? Or it's because of their inner shame. It's their inner wounds. It's not about you. And sometimes we have a hard time differentiating that. How miserable they must be to expend their energy on such toxicity. They are drinking poison, hoping you will get sick. You cannot love someone out of their shame. You can only show compassion for both them and yourself, set a healthy boundary, and refuse to fan the flames. And I'm going to be honest with you. I really feel like this has a lot to do with the empath narcissist connection. So whether that's a family member or a partner, I feel like this is really kind of addressing that you can't love them out of their narcissism, their shame, especially if they're the vulnerable narcissist. Look upon shame as an opportunity for growth, evolution, healing, and freedom. With this in mind, can you let go of your attachment to control? Admit that this emotion isn't something you have power over and surrender to a higher power. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the only thing you can do is pray for that person, but set your boundary and do what you need to do for you. There is a sacred quality to the vulnerability inherent in admitting you can't do this alone. When you allow yourself to be laid open in this way, you gain a beautiful new perspective. Then the healed shame has the infinite power of the divine to set you free. Yeah. It's time to look for the signs that are helping you move forward from the relationships and situations where someone is coming at you from their place of hurt, pain, shame, unworthiness, powerlessness, and trying to project that onto you. It's time to expose it, reveal it, so that you can move on from it. All right, let's dig deep into this and see where Spirit wants to add to this message. Pile number 2. Yeah. It's time to move on into more grounded energy where you are standing in your divine masculine and you are moving in the direction that is right for you. Yeah, because it's time for the sun to come out. Yeah. 9 of Cups. It's time for you to get into, and this is what the 7-7 gateway is bringing you. Okay. So whatever is being revealed and exposed, that's what the 7-7 gateway is. So the signs are helping you feel, or know that what you're feeling is true. The projection is true. The abuse is true. The attacks are not your fault, because it's time for you now to come into your sovereignty. It's time now for you to come in and have and receive your worth, your cup being filled, your abundance flowing, hope and sunshine and light codes coming in to help you raise your frequency out of any situation where there's a person negating you, disrespecting you, hurting you, criticizing, judging you, all in the name of love, or all in the name of whatever lie they've been feeding you, whatever subterfuge or smoke and mirrors. You're seeing through it. It's being exposed and revealed because it's time. It's time for you to go in a new direction and have new. And so the answers that have been coming, those are your answers. And the signs are validating that those are your answers. So pile number 2, it is time for you, and for some of you, this will be someone coming in, a mentor or a most compatible soulmate to help you. But it is about you not losing hope that you are moving into a better season, a better time, where things are going to start flowing into your life, right? And so right now, not to lose hope, to understand that what is being exposed and revealed, even though it's difficult, even though it's uncomfortable, even though you may not want it to be, it's time. Because burying your head in the sand, again, not making a decision is making a decision. And you have to receive. It's time for you to receive, and you can't in this energy of lies and deceit and shame and someone else's stuff it's not yours. It's time for you to love yourself and move on. And I got 2 again. Yeah, look at that. Love thy neighbor. Being of service. Yeah, so when you are in despair, when you are energetically depleted, when you don't know how you're going to get yourself out of a situation or feel better, sometimes the best thing to do is to look around you and say, where can I be beneficial to others? Even if it's just a smile or a helping hand or a shoulder, you being of service will absolutely help you strengthen your fortitude, fill your cup up. Because you can't make changes, you can't take new steps when you're depleted. And being of service actually fills up your cup energetically. Yeah, because you are being called to continue to grow. And right now in the situation that is being revealed to you, that you cannot grow in that situation. You're being depleted way too much energetically. Your energy is helping someone else elevate their game, but they're bringing you down. They're bringing you down. All right. Let's get some advice. File number 2. Yeah, because that's why. That's why you're getting opportunity and change coming in. And if you don't take the opportunity and change, it's going to put you in a cycle of having to repeat a lesson. We don't want to do that. 777 portal is about moving forward. It's about shifting you into the new. So this is about you embracing the opportunity and change, but you can't do that from this place of lack, from this place of emotional, mental, energetic depletion. That's why you have to pay attention to the signs that are coming in to say, go in the new direction. Here's the answer to what you're asking for. And I feel like for many of you, you've been asking, like, what is my way out? How do I get out of the situation? How do I get out of a situation where I don't have the money to move, or I don't have anybody to support me in emotional support to be able to make a big change, right? And it's coming in. But if you're still in that old energy of I don't deserve or I don't have the power, then you're going to miss the opportunity to change or for the change or what the change is bringing you, changing into the new, stepping into the new. It's time for you to have bounty and abundance and your cup filled and love and prosperity. But you've got to be able to embrace the change and the opportunities that are being presented. That's why you've got to watch for the signs. You've got to see the answers. You've got to trust and act on what is being brought to you because it is your answer to that question of how do I get out? How do I move? How do I change? How do I be gentle? Be of service and continue to grow? Meditate, seek out help, seek out support. But I feel like whatever's being revealed, there's no unseeing it. Once you see it, there's no unseeing it, pile number 2. But just know that you are being given the answer on what to do once it is revealed. Once you can't unsee it. You just have to pay attention for the signs. Spirit is leading you. You're not alone. All right. Thank you for being here. Whew. Pile number 3, for those of you who are resonating with that one, pile number 3. Full of Christ light, open your heart, spread unconditional love. It's time. It's time to open your heart, put down your defenses, and also share love, spread love. Pile number 3, I feel like you've been very defensive. Like your defenses have been up for a long time. And so opening your heart, like it's not an easy thing. It might even feel like a primal fear that you have to overcome. It might give you a very physical reaction to try to be vulnerable and open your heart up. So pile number 3, I don't take this card lightly. I don't think this is something that's going to feel comfortable. And I feel like it might even take some practice. It might even be something that you need help with. It's like you've been on the defense for a long time because to not be on the defense was too scary. So the shackles stayed up. The boundaries were hard. I feel like for some of you, you only gave your love when people were doing what you expected. Like when they were conforming to what you thought they should be or do. Yeah, it feels like you're going to have to let that go and allow people to be who they are and still love them unconditionally. Yeah. The storyteller. I'm just trying to get those to focus. Oh, there you go. All right, let's see what the storyteller is all about. Identity, positive self-definition, teaching others how to treat you through the stories you tell about who you are. Do you know the story you tell others about who you are? You are a unique being with unique talents and a story unique to you and your experience. In fact, your destiny can be found in the way you weave together these threads of yourself in the world. If there's anything in your life you want to change, then it's time to adjust the story you tell about yourself. Yeah. Letting down those shackles, letting go of the defense. Perhaps the way you voice your expectations diminishes your ability to succeed, or you are too willing to tolerate a less than supportive environment. Yeah, letting go of the expectation, just allowing people to be who they are. Whew, this is perfect. It's easy to be in denial when it comes to others and their behavior toward you. Understand, however, that you teach people how to treat you through how you talk about yourself. Once you recognize that what story you're telling others about how to treat you, you can tell a different one. Once you recognize what story you're telling others about how to treat you, you can tell a different one. What if you could connect to your true power as a co-creator of your reality? The story originates in your mind, how you think, your conditioning and past experiences, how you view the world and what you expect to see in it. The truth is, you have everything you need to tell a new tale and weave more blessings into the world as your unique contribution. In fact, practice speaking of your amazing success, your overflowing abundance, and all the love that surrounds you. Soon, the outer world will tell the same story back to you. Yes. Yes, open your heart, but be very intentional with the energy that you're putting out through the story that you're telling. Are you criticizing yourself? Are you laughing at yourself? Are you always diminishing your value to make other people feel more comfortable? Where is it now time to spread that unconditional love to yourself and then spread it out to the world? I feel like the 7/7 portal is absolutely going to be highlighting for yourself where maybe you have been too critical, too judgmental, too much in expecting others to be what you wanted them to be, or kind of highlighting where your inner voice has to change, your inner dialogue, or your allowing other people to be who they are, accepting people for who they are. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you've had hope, but it feels like it's never really came to anything. The shadow has always kind of won, and you've always kind of been in the dark with very little light. It's like like your light that wanted to shine got obscured. And now you have a spark that's starting to try to emit. But the 7/7 portal is absolutely allowing you to come back into, look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's time for your cup to overflow, for you to unblock you, unguard yourself, allow love in for yourself, allow in love for others, give and receive love. And that's what I feel like it's almost like you're shedding that outer protective barrier and you're going to feel exposed and vulnerable in the 7/7 portal. But that's what's going to allow you to manifest the relationship, the companionship, the people, the mentor, the most compatible soulmate, whatever it is you're wanting or needing in your life. But you've got to let go of this shadow aspect that's been holding you back. Because it's time for your cup to run over. But it's only going to do that if you can change the story you're telling about yourself, to others, to yourself. You have to change this to get to here. Humbleness, modesty, and humility. Yeah, where can you get humble? How can you be humble? Humbleness in your thoughts, humbleness in your actions, letting go of expectation, letting go of the need to be right, whatever it is. How can you step back and be more of service to yourself and to others? I love it, Cynthia. Today, reappraise neglected areas of your life that you deemed unimportant or had not prioritized. The phone call you have put off, as well as the community activities. This card can also be an invitation to offer back random acts of kindness with no expectation for acclaim or recognition, a goodwill gesture that will brighten another's day. Appreciate also how caring for those under your care is a privilege, not a chore. Both the baby and the elderly parent with needs that can be answered with a humble heart, remembering that you too have once been that baby and you too will be the old man or woman. To give with any pretense or agenda simply from love is one of the highest acts of spiritual service we can give. Kind-hearted acts in helping those who are struggling show our humility in what is best in being human. Yeah, it's also going to help you raise your own frequency so that you can also start to receive the new blessings, the new abundance, the new relationships, the new ways in which to fill up your cup. Let's get a advice. Oh, two. Oh gosh, interesting. Signs and reminders and ask and receive. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this gateway, this portal, Spirit is bringing you signs and reminders. They're absolutely showing up to help you fill up your cup, to change those stories that you tell about yourselves. Who you truly are, who you came here to be, what you desire, what your passions are. And then ask and receive. Set the intention. If you don't pray or set the intention, Spirit can't come in and help you, right? We have free will choice. So if you're wanting help, if you're wanting Spirit to show up, you just have to ask and receive. And they are giving you signs and reminders of who you came here to be, your innate wisdom, your love, your spirit. But again, you have to trust and act on what they're bringing you. You have to believe, have faith, surrender, set an intention, and allow it in. And allow it in. And I know for some of you that can be really, really hard because that is vulnerability, right? To really allow Spirit to bring you what you need when you need it, not knowing how that's going to look or when that's going to be. But they will. They absolutely will. So if you are struggling with your story and how you're protecting yourself, if you didn't get a chance to see the beginning of this video, please do. Please do. There is help. There is help available. If you can't or don't feel like you can do it alone, I'm here to support you. All right, guys. Somehow we got to an hour. Holy cow. Thank you if you stayed the whole hour. Thank you for those of you watching on the replay. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Take it easy out there. Meditate, drink your water, get your rest, journal. And I am here supporting you, loving you, sending you so much love and so many blessings. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Guidance311.com is the website, and all the information is in the description box. Bye, guys.